Yo yo yo, new day, new do. So I've just continued to read Gachiakuta. I'm not gonna lie here. That's been my entire day today, um, and it hasn't disappointed. It's still really fucking good, and there are still many things that are set up. There are like things that are getting answered, but even more questions that are I would like answers to. So yeah, again, it's a lot like One Piece in that way, except this is not a weekly experience. God damn it, this is not a weekly experience, and I'm still kind of conflicted on if I want it to be or not. Um, right now, I just read chapter 90, which was like the end of a small mini arc, I suppose. Um, Decently lore heavy actually. But then there's a new arc going on, and I need to figure out if I want to read that weekly or like be a part of the yappening that happens every week, or if I just I'm content with reading both One Piece and Jujutsu Kaisen and what's it called, Chainsaw Man every week. Just adding another series on top of that seems a bit extensive, but hey, it's if it's peak, it's peak. Um, but I think I'm just gonna not do that just to like see the difference in the experience. So I'm just gonna like read arc from arc to arc. I gotta actually remember to check in when the arc is ending, but that's a whole nother thing. God, what did I? Okay, sure. Uh, so I gotta figure that out, but that's a future me problem, I guess. For now, I have been fed thoroughly, because there's been a lot of new lore drops and a lot of new like character stuff, where I'm just continuing my distrust of literally everyone. Um, the boss man, what's his name? The boss man Corvus, Arca Corvus, the boss of the Raiders, the boss of the good guy. He is very sus, very sus. But he's beginning to feel more and more of a good guy, seeing as he just had an interaction with the, like hell guards, hell dogs, something like that, who they desperately wanted to find Rudo, our main character, because he's a Spheroid. He's like from the surface, and people absolutely hate people from the surface because they made their lives a living fucking hell. Which, yeah, I guess they kind of did. They're the reason the world is filled with literal trash, and there are literal trash storms. I don't know. I really like the world that just keeps fucking expanding, both in the small sense and the big sense. Um, so the arc that I just finished, or the arc I was in the middle of in the last video, was basically they were inside a trash beast, trying to get out, because this trash beast was like specially modified trash beast. Like its core was made out of something special that the leader of the not the attackers, what the fuck are they called, they're just called the Raiders, aren't they? The leader of the Raiders, aka Sodil, cool guy, he basically modified this trash beast so that it would be like strong enough to it wasn't intensive. It wasn't. Let me try this again. So basically, he made a trash beast and realized, oh, he can use this to like experiment, pretty much. Like it's this like 40 chapters arc was basically just one big experiment from the boss, from Sodal, which is a fucking poggers move. So basically what happens is they just meet him at a bar, just randomly after like some mission. Then they just meet him at the bar, and they get teleported away. All of them, because they have a fucking teleport ability. That's pretty cracked. I mean, I don't see that one guy having any other ability, but it's pretty cracked ability. Shit. Fucking flipping shit. So that's essentially how they get into the trash beast. They're just there. They don't know it's a trash beast, of course. They just think it's a weird sort of cave. And their whole like communication thing, it just doesn't work. Basically, they communicate via like literal chokers, so it's not just like an artistic choice. It's an actual thing, and it's revealed that it's an ability, or most likely an ability. Like, you know, come on, it is an ability if they say it like that. It is an ability from a giver somewhere. I thought it was from within the cleaners, but apparently not. Thunder. So that ties into a lot, because first of all, the biggest thing is we can, through this choker, if we find out who this guy is that made the chokers, we can find out where Anko is. Fuck. Why is the name Anko stuck in my head? Like fucking Anko Sakaguchi from Bungo Stray Dogs. I'm gonna fuck. Shit. The girl with the info of about angels flying past the barrier. That girl, she's just gone. We had like a chapter where she met Japper, aka my favorite boy, from the Raiders. He's like a fucking masochist, and he's just clinically insane, and I love that guy. They had a quick interaction. I need to go back and reread that, because I don't actually know. I'm doubting myself if they actually had an interaction. Because I have some info that tells me otherwise. But that info could, of course, just be lying. I don't know. It's holy shit. So much happened inside this trash beast thing. So basically, there are two factions at play here. There are the Raiders and the Cleaners, right? The Raiders are basically the important parts are the Raiders' boss, aka Sodal. The little teleport man, which is, I mean, I just see him as an extension of the boss. So basically, the boss can teleport. Then there is a whole horse ripoff, aka a walking JoJo reference. He's just like a cowboy, but with arms instead. He has like fucking infinite arms or something. Like basically prosthetic arms, and that is his giver ability, which is pretty cool. It's just a pretty pog ability, and he's had it for so long that he doesn't only have one prosthetic arm. He has like 8 or something. I don't really know. So that's pretty cool, and he's basically the only one who's survived and is with the boss currently, with Sodal. And they're having a bit of a talk after the trash beast. Like, the trash beast doesn't crash, but they just teleport away pretty much to the ground, and see the trash beast like not descend, ascend through the heavens. And oh my god, there might be a god in this world. I'm not sure, because basically one of the enemies we fight while, well, like there's a hole punched in the ship, or the trash beast as you call it, where that is the way that we get rid of one of the enemies, and we see from that enemy's perspective. We first of all see them having a bit of a flashback and seeing how they were very clearly very manipulated by the boss Sodal, to just be like a worker bee. And they also, this girl, she might have some connection to someone from Sanka's backstory, aka Sanka being the guy with the stick. The guy he's also one of my favorites. He's a cool little guy. I really liked his whole shtick in this arc because it was basically like, yeah, I'm not special at all, but just through pure fucking determination and grit, I can become as strong as someone who's just a genius, a natural genius. Which I really like that, mostly because I can relate to it. Pretty much, like a couple days ago, I think like 2 days ago, I literally talked about this. That I am not naturally good at anything, but I become pretty good by just pure determination alone. So that's a bit scuffed. I don't know. The microchip in my brain might be working overtime. Who knows? So yeah, he has a whole fight. He actually has a fight against Jabber. That's pretty cool. Jabber, I just, oh god, I love Jabber so much because he is such a wild card. He's like Hisoka in some weird way. I wouldn't be surprised if his whole goal is just to fight the boss, aka Sodal, because he already expressed like, oh, I'm gonna do this job and my reward is basically to get beat up by the boss. Like they all Sodal's underlings get like a special reward. For example, the cowboy got like some sort of collectible. That's probably also a plot point that's gonna tie into something. There are so many small plot points that tie into everything, and it's like, you know, you actually get rewarded for keeping track of everything that's going on, and I love that. I love that about it. Speaking of Sanka, aka Stickman, he apparently has a sister within the Hellhounds, the Guardian Dogs, Hell Guards. I really should look up their name because I can't remember, even though I saw it like literal seconds ago. So he apparently has a sister there that doesn't want to fucking talk to him. Oh, god damn it, I forgot he did that. That doesn't want to fucking talk to him because they disagree on shit. She didn't want him to become a giver. So that tells me that the Hellhounds are not givers, apparently, but they still enforce like laws and shit. Because essentially the way we were introduced to them were that they waddled up to the Cleaners HQ and demanded, well, basically it was just an excuse. The excuse was that they didn't give in their report of the mission on time, and like the people demand a reason for why the trash is flying everywhere, which is obviously because of this giant huge trash beast that they destroyed. It's just all over the oh my god, I'm skipping from plot point to plot point. This must be schizo as hell. You are gonna die today. Oh. Okay. So basically that's their excuse to get into the Cleaners HQ, but the real reason they're there is, you know, of course, our main character, Rudo, who is currently out on a mission because the boss man, our boss man, what's his name, Corvus, Arca Corvus, he anticipated this somehow. I don't really know how, but it's also like this is going up, like the stocks of him being a good guy. He's on the better side than he was before now. But this is working both ways because, like, how did he know they were coming? Is this all just a ploy to like gain trust or gain like some sort of upper hand? I don't know. I don't trust Corvus yet whatsoever. especially because he has like a face on his back or like an eye on his neck or something like that. I don't know what it is, but he has something. Like a tattoo, but an eye that closes and opens. I don't really know. He's very sus. Just like everyone else. And I might have been right last time when I said that... what's his name? Engine. The first guy we meet down at the ground. Like, why was he just chilling in no man's land? That panel was literally shown the last chapter I read. So I might be onto something here. It was not related to like why he was in no man's land, but it was related to, you know, something else. We'll probably get to it. Maybe not. Maybe I'm yapping too much. Ah, Jesus Christ. So yeah, this is... they're basically just upholding the thing, but they want to get their hands on the spherite, aka Rudo, but he's not here, so they leave empty-handed. Womp womp. And yeah, I don't know where this plot point is going, but the Hellhounds now have custody of a guy that they fought in the, like, way back when they first met Jabber. They also met this one guy who, like, he could make the ground into mud, and he had sandals on and shit, and like that was his power. He's apparently kicked out of the Raiders now, because he lost, is what I'm guessing. So I have no idea where all this is going, but it's probably going somewhere, and the Hellhounds are probably gonna play some sort of bigger role in the future. I'm expecting. But it's hard to say. But essentially, okay. So let me get to the point of now that I have it on. Now that I have this tangent locked down, let me go to the next. You know the girl who fell out of the hole in the trash beast that I was talking about like 10 minutes ago? She had a flashback of her being manipulated and shit by the Raiders boss while being out, like, I don't know, she's like between the skies and the barrier. She sees the barrier and like, wow, this is a beautiful sight. Boss, I wish you could see this. Ironically enough, the boss is very, very not interested. This was just a whole experiment, and she was a pawn for him. And it's also sad because she knew the entire time that she was a pawn just for his things. But I don't know. It's implied that she's still alive somehow. Can you fucking not do that? Let me not die to Marmu of all things. Okay, thank fucking God. God, I hate Marmu. I cannot express how much I hate Marmu. So she turns around while in the sky and sees what is basically what I determined to be God. Just sitting there. I am not dying to fucking Flugworm. I'm not dying to fucking Flugworm, dude. She sees basically God, which is scary as fuck. And I don't know if it is God, it's just like a huge figure just standing there. And I'm saying God because the thing reminds me a lot of God from One Punch Man, who is also just like a big man, essentially, just sitting there, standing there. Sometimes we've seen a lot more of God in One Punch Man than here, and I don't really know if it is a God. I don't know if that thing is the barrier itself, or if that is, I'm cooking up a theory right now about it being the first spellcaster, which I've not talked about, like the spellcaster or the art town arc whatsoever. So there's basically this town that's like all about like making art and shit, and one of the givers, aka like basically the leader of this little village, like the Hokage of this village pretty much, is called the spellcaster, and is, I think, the only giver in the town. Again, givers being people who has a very special relationship with some sort of object, and then they can use that object as a what's called a vital instrument, and then they can beat up people. Pretty much is their main shtick. I don't want to die so well. I don't have much to lose against Galleon because I already lost all my blood hearts. Well, I can just. Yeah, you're right. I should still be careful. I don't have a good track record against. Can you fucking move out of the center? Thank you. So yeah, we meet her. We have a little mini arc where she basically, the Hokage dies and she has to take over this like little girl, and she essentially, the first thing she does is give our main characters a little buff, as just like a safety net pretty much for their next mission. Their mission being finding info on this angel that has been seen passing through the barrier. They don't get the information because it, raiders and shit, and also the girl is a bit schizo. And now the girl is apparently gone, which is bad because that means that it wasn't the guys we thought. It wasn't the raiders that took her, but the raiders have her boots, aka one of the clothes collections. What are they called? What are they even fucking called? God damn. Like, the clothing line that our boy has, one of, what the fuck are they called? Anyway, we find out that they are much more important than we realized, because first of all, this trash beast that could apparently maybe get through this the border, that was made from the captain of the raiders trying to imitate this like brand. Obama, been there. So it's very fucking powerful, and it probably is like you can actually get through the barrier by having these clothes, like all of them. That's at least the theory. Also, like in the series, that's the theory that's going on right now. And I mean, it makes sense. So sure, why not? I don't see why not. God damn, you didn't get pushed. What the fuck is this? I am so cooked. I'm so cooked. I'm not making it past collector today. I'm sorry. Maybe I should actually lock in when I get this far to actually try to get a new record, just to prove that I can get past Grimm. I've been doing a lot of Pantheon 3s recently where I do get past Grimm. And also I'm really close to getting past Sot too. Granted, in Pantheon 3, I don't know if there's any difference from Pantheon 3 to Pantheon 5 actually. Goddamn, you're still here. Where was I going? Yeah, so we don't really get any information on the angel passing through the border. Mainly because the raiders interrupt and the girl doesn't want to give the info because she's yapping. I like the girl a lot, but she's just yapping too much, man. She makes sense, like, narratively and everything, but God, I don't know if I'm feeling her quite yet. But hey, I had that with some of the other characters too, and I ended up liking them a lot. For example, the baby, which I'm going to call her, the baby, is he is confirmed to be 10 years old, or 10 months old, sorry. And he was the one to punch a hole through this trash beast. So that's pretty poggers. And well, yeah, oh my god, there's a god in this world. What even is, god damn it. So oh yeah, to finish up the whole god spiel. Basically the first Hokage is the first spellcaster, right? And the first spellcaster might be this guy just chilling in heaven. Might be, who really knows? Oh, god damn it, I don't have enough soul. I could have healed there, but I didn't. Shit. All right. Let me lock in for a second. Then I can yap at Godsinger. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. God, why? Oh, we're doing something. Oh, we're doing something. Hell yeah, hit the right one. Okay, that was pretty good. And then, yeah, good damage, good damage. God damn it. Why do we always spawn in the back? Little gremlin. God damn it, should have healed. Ooh, that might be dangerous. Yep. Shit. I don't have time for this. Yeah, this is... That was not the brightest idea I've ever had. Neither was that. I don't know how I survived. God damn it, aren't you dead yet? Aren't you fucking dead yet? Collector. How are you still alive? Okay, we just need... What? You have never done that before. You have never done that before. That was such a short jump. Why can you not just be reliable for once? You had like 1 HP left. Brother in Christ. Well, yeah, TLDR, our boy Rudo is special. He was like one of the descendants of him was, I think his name was like Cerberus or something, the Undertaker, who was one of the friends of the original spellcaster, and in terms of my theory, the first spellcaster might be the huge ass figure that we saw in the sky. So that's a thing, and yeah, I don't know, that's where I'm at right now. God, I hate Collector. See you tomorrow.